parts and stuff, but the way this band really locks in tight is we'll come up with the drums are huge in this band. Drums and rhythm is what really is the big part. It's like the motor of the machine, and once we lock that in, then sometimes we'll just have a song that we don't even know what it's about, but usually there will be a theme, like I said, like Snapped or Choke. Choke is a song about growing up in brush, and you can relate to this. Like a rumor starts at lunchtime, and by the time it's 3 o'clock, everybody in town knows about it, and it's not true, and by the time it gets to that third, that last person that hears the story, it's so complete bullshit.
Right.
So we have a song, it's called Choke, because you're literally going to choke on the word. I just got so frustrated one day. And
so you wrote that song.
I wrote the lyrics to a lot of the earlier stuff I've kind of written some of the lyrics to, but then just these guys are amazing, so I like to let them just.
So is it fair to say that you guys kind of have that weird, not weird, but the edge, or maybe the corner on the market of a small town? Okay, first of all, what do you classify your music as? I mean, if you had to be in a certain kind of genre, or do you like to do that at all?
I say there's really no classification.
That's hard for us.
Yeah, we're our own style.
And I'll tell you right now, what makes us go over big in Denver is nobody else sounds like us. But I started thinking about that one day. Who do we have to copy? In Denver, there's 100 bands, and they all kind of know each other, and they for one good reason or another, the influences are there. Out here, there's no influences. It's just us.
Right.
Us and the freaking cow over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when we come up with an influence, it's just so when we get up to Denver, we're not like. We don't know like what all the other bands have been doing, so we're just kind of like this weird.
That makes sense. No, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, we don't sound like any other band. You know what I mean? Like, we have our influences, like what Sick One was saying, but I mean, there's just nothing to classify us under, really.
Okay, no, that's fair. That happens a lot in the comedy scene too. Kevin Bennett's a comic out of Fort Collins, and he pointed this out. We were watching comics the other day, and there's a certain, we can talk about it later, but there's a certain couple words that I've noticed that most of the Denver comics use. You know what I mean? Like, there's a certain style that they're all starting to, I don't want to say sound alike, because there's a lot of different.
Like twerk. What's that?
No, I don't know. No, but I mean, but I see what you're saying. When you're around a certain group of people, you start becoming the same.
And I mean, good or bad, that's just the way it is. I mean, if there's a band that's killing it, of course you're going to be influenced by that. Why wouldn't you?
So who's your influence? Who's your influence growing up?
Oh, dude, you can see some of my CDs. I've just like my father, dude. I'm obsessed with music. Like I'm pretty sure I'm keeping the music store in Morgan, like, in business.
Nice.
I got a crazy story. One time the owner actually was closed, and I was pulling up. He turned around, opened up the store, turned on the cash registers, turned all the lights on, let me shop in there.
Really?
I was like, that's some VIP shit, right? I mean,
B-Rad, who inspired you?
Well,
his daddy,
I'd have
one.
to say
your daddy, Sick One.
Waylon from Mushroomhead, even though I kind of pissed him off in Denver, but
oh wow,
yeah.
But like as a kid, who were you into, man?
So he means last summer, asshole.
Well,
I'm only 13, in case anyone wants to know.
I'm kind of the different one in the band, though. Like I like country.
What do you mean by different? Let's get what.
Well, I like country artists. I like, I like Johnny Cash and Willie Nelson. I like the old school country, the new school country. So I'm pretty much different than, but
that's cool.
I mean, I'm not afraid to get up on stage and wear my boots, or whatnot. So
that's cool. You're not a country guy, Gil.
A little bit. I mean, that's probably like a 1%. You got to respect Johnny Cash. If you don't, something's wrong with your ass. But I've got. That's a whole nother thing, though. But yeah, I'm. My influences start out with my parents, dude. Just, from the time I can remember, the Rolling Stones, Zeppelin, Sabbath. I mean, but like, I get some crap sometimes because of all the '80s CDs, and I love the shit out of those bands.
You talk about the hair bands?
Yeah, I love the shit out of them. And I'm never gonna change, man. Like, but that was a good starting point, and then just. I don't know, man. There's so many bands, like, I don't know. I'd have to get back to you on my...
For example, like, I don't know how we got into this one day, but we were talking about 80s music, and everybody shits on the hair band, you know what I mean? But back in the day, the hair band was very powerful.
Oh, man. Dude, if you ever got to Red Rocks in the summertime, and Poison was playing, and everywhere you looked, you saw nothing but tits and people passing around joints and beer, and the guy next to you, hey, do you want a shot of this whiskey? And people smuggling in booze, and I mean it was like a party with fucking 80,000 people, and they all got along.
Can you get a beer?
Oh, he's getting thirsty over there.
Thank you. I'll take
so anybody that talks shit about 80s metal bands, they obviously weren't there because, dude, those were some of the best concerts I've ever been to.
Well, it's crazy because I tell you, no matter what, in what form music came in, I have bought Appetite for Destruction from Guns N' Roses.
You just said came in.
You know, the jewel box or whatever, Sean. Have you ever came in a jewel box?
Who are you?
That's
How
a
did
yes.
you get into my house?
That's a yes. But Appetite for Destruction from Guns N' Roses, I bought that in the tape, the CD, the MP3.
Yeah, we're not Senses for Destruction, asshole.
Yeah.
Oh, that was on your first one.
Senses to Destroy. I got it wrong once, fuckface.
Yeah,
all right?
that hurt. It's like throwing a knife right in my face.
You know what I like? Here's a story you told me, Sean. Maybe you should tell the story better, but you were at a concert. You guys were playing, and they started chanting STD, STD, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. That was actually, and my mom was there.
That's what I'll take. Okay, go ahead.
That was our first show.
That was our first show at freaking Cervantes Master Ballroom. And this venue is huge, and there was some badass bands there, and it was for a record deal actually, which honestly I think we won that shit. But they ended up choosing a band from Florida or somewhere.
Florida, yeah.
But anyways, and the owner of the record company was there at the show. It was really cool, dude. It was kind of like a.
Where was this at? What was the venue? Or where was the venue?
Cervantes.
Where's it at?
In Denver.
It's right by 5 Points, man. So,
oh, really?
It's like right
but
on the
dude,
corner.
they had the best freaking this restaurant right across the street that had like
Cajun food, wasn't it?
Man, it was amazing.
From Louisiana.
Yeah, they were. But anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. Yeah, so we're at this, and it's a battle of bands, you know, and it's kind of fierce and like, you know, it's kind of like a tryout, you know, like an audition. Like people weren't there to make friends; they were there to kick ass. And then somehow we got this chant going, and there was probably about 600 people there. That was a huge show. And they all start chanting STD, STD, and my mom's there like, we got it. We sold tickets to like my cousin's cousin and the mailman. Everybody was fucking there, man. If you weren't there, I was gonna kill you.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, you were probably on a plane somewhere doing something cool, but
no, you know. I'm listening to my Milli Vanilli. When you said you got two singers, I was like Millie, bitch, like Millie.
So anyways, they're all screaming. There's like, I hate you. There's like 600 people chanting STD, and it was just overpowering. Like I was
That's
like, oh
awesome,
my
man.
God, and this is our first concert.
The other bands were getting like
They were
really
getting
upset,
pissed,
man.
yeah.
Really?
They were doing it when the other bands were actually playing, to where some of them actually had to stop singing because it was getting too loud.
But
and
anyways,
rambunctious, you know.
Yeah, B-Rad bunctious. So anyways, my mom comes and like claws her fingernails into my arm. I'm like, and she's like, make them stop. This is embarrassing. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna make 600 drunk people that I don't know. Yeah, that was just like a.
Can you
funny
please quit
moment.
saying STD? My mother's upset.
Yes.
I don't care what you're on right now.
Yes.
Hear my words coming out of my mouth. Mommy, don't spank you, motherfuckers. I got you. So let me ask you this:
There's been a lot of funny moments with this band, dude.
who's another band you guys enjoy playing around, or
there's been
sharing
a
a
lot
bill
of
with?
them.
Yeah, definitely been a
We
lot.
started out very early on with a band called, I don't want to mispronounce it,
We had
Indaz. And these
yeah.
guys are Native Americans. And these guys are from Denver, and they freaking tear it up, dude.
Really?
And they kind of, we met them at Cervantes Ballroom on that first show. We met a couple bands, and they kind of like, hey, you guys want to come play with us? And that's how we got our foot in the door in Denver. And then our next show, we went from that huge show to
Bushwhackers.
Bushwhackers.
Yeah, Bushwhackers.
No,
which is about as big as my living room.
There's a comedy show there too at one point in time.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So have you been there?
I have not. No, it was on Facebook. Someone was posting.
Oh, I got to
on it.
tell you something hilarious. I had to help a guy in a wheelchair get into the bathroom, and the bathroom door is it's not handicap accessible, obviously.
Right.
So I had to pick this dude up that I don't know, and he's drunker than shit, and he weighs. The people, when they go limp like that, they're heavy.
Yeah. Well, dead weight. That's dead weight.
So it's like B-Rad sometimes.
It's just
Have you ever seen a catheter bag when they goes down their leg and they whip their leg up on the urinal and empty it? Have you seen that happen?
Oh, no.
I was at a concert. It was
Whoa, at a concert.
well, no, and that's what I was impressed because I thought, holy shit, because I thought that guy whipped his leg up and I thought, Is that why you can't walk, fool? Because Jesus Christ, it goes all the way down your leg. And then someone told me, it's a catheter, you sick fuck, you know.
Wow.
It just made me think of that when you said that. So,
you know what else, though? Thinking back on that, I never asked him 1 or 2, because if it was 2, I should have never. So I had to hold this guy up against the wall while he peed, and then I was like, I'm done, dude. Like, that was my shining save the world moment right there.
Did you give him a reach around, help him? No, I mean, shake him more than twice. You're playing with his.
You know, it was weird. I did, but he couldn't feel it. I mean, everything's numb down there, so it's kind of like it never happened.
What's wrong with you, man?
I just got to throw this out there too. Like every venue we play, it's never a dull moment. Something always happens at our shows.
So I'm telling you, come and see us live. Everybody says you're cool on your CD, but live, it's a whole.
Yeah.
I still got to come check out a show, man. When's your next show, by the way? What we're on?
We've been turning down shows left and right because we're trying to get. That brings up the next thing. We're getting ready to finally release our full-length first ever STD album.
And there's new songs on there. There's
the Porter Potty. That's a class, dude. That's a sweet song.
Porter Potty. Wicked
Who writes
Hex.
a song about drinking in a porta potty? Senses to Destroy does.
STD baby.
Exactly.
Which oddly enough is a good place to find an STD isn't a porta potty.
Oh God.
Come on, huh?
I got a great porta potty story for everyone out there. We were at the KBPI ball drop. This has been like long time ago. And they had all these porta potties lined up. Well, they didn't plan it. They thought there was only going to be like 6,000 people. Well, 20,000 people showed up. Oh, it sounds like
Popo.
someone's
Is it Popo?
arriving. No, I think it's Chobo. Oh, look who might be coming in. Is it Mick James?
Do we know this guy?
Al. Yeah, that's Mick's daddy.
All right.
Yeah, but anyways, we're at this thing, and there's not enough porta potties, so they were all clogged up, and they were overflowing.
No.
And these kids, right as the thing's getting over, they decide they're going to dump one of them over. And there's like 10 porta potties, and they just randomly picked one, and they dumped it over.
Oh,
and
fuck.
Guess who came out of there?
Who?
6'5", 295, bald head. This dude was like an MMA fighter with no shirt on, covered in shit.
Oh.
And he starts chasing these kids down the street, and I'm pretty sure he caught up with them. And it's like, if you're going to pick your porta potty, they picked the wrong one, dude. Let me just throw that out there.
You done flipped over the wrong shitter, boy.
So I would like to say that we're actually having practice tonight, and Mick James decided to show up.
This is Jester, or no? Who's this?
This is Mick James, our bass player.
Mick James and Moose, what's going on, brother?
Sometimes I call him Mick Shames when he doesn't do what he's supposed to.
Let's hook him up. You're going to have to share a microphone with this cat, but...
We're all good.
Yeah, you can get over there by him, because I'm not sharing, and I'm not swearing.
All right.
So, Moose, what do we do if we have to pee? Should I go to the bathroom, or just we keep talking? Because I can play it by ear, man.
Who lives here, me or you? You want to piss on the floor? Piss on the floor. I don't give a shit.
Speaking of that, we just installed a brand new toilet. That's like
Did you really?
That's the highlight of my house right now.
Is that the centerpiece?
That's a whole nother story.
All right, cool. So, I'm sorry, you're the bass, you said?
Yes, I am the bass player.
Right, cool.
For the record, could you please tell the courts your age and why you're here, sir?
I am 18.
I'm 18.
Holy shit. I don't mean to be an asshole, but the underwear I'm wearing right now, 18. I'm a little old, but go ahead.
The number of times B-Rad got raped last summer? 19.
So when did you get started in the bass, bro?
I started when I was, had to be either 12 or 13.
Oh,
so
wow.
That was last summer then, right?
Yes.
How'd you find this asshole?
Their old drummer actually hooked me up when their old bass player got kicked out.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah,
all
that's
right.
a great story, too. But
Who's the old bass player? You want to drop names? We don't have to drop names.
Yeah, we won't mention any names here.
Okay.
Let's just say you should not try to insert your fingers into other members'
Oh, wait, you want to tell a story? We were talking about that story. No. Okay. B-Rad wants to. You know he does. I'm going to wait till 5 beers into it, and he's going to tell me that fucking story, just so we're clear. Okay.
Yeah, Moose has a way of getting information out of people.
We've because we've known each other seriously a long time.
I think you should either be a DJ or like an interrogator, like FBI shit.
I'd be amazing at it. You know what I mean?
Dude, you wouldn't
I just show them my sorry looking junk all the time. I don't like looking at it myself. Thank God my gut covers it up. Remember when we went to the Van Halen concert, Sean?
Oh, and what happened on the way home?
I don't remember. You You passed out.
Shit. No,
Wait.
we saw fucking UFOs, dude.